to make the most of a hero that doesn't do much by itself.
What is this a Uranus jungle?
Looking at it, it seems as though the answer is yes, because now the Valentina goes into the XP lane, unless...
And it's Kadita Farsa.
How about worse? How about Jungle Valentina?
You know, huge shout-outs to Aura Fire. If you ever are watching, this is something that you started. Although nobody picked it up in PH, I mean, aside from me, I played 60 games of Jungle Valentina, but right now, it is on the hands of Wise. If that's the case.
Jungle Valentina. The question was, are there more surprises? Well, here it is.
We were left wondering, and less than 24 hours later, Coach Bonchan obliges. Here it is.
I mean, we still don't have confirmation yet whether or not it's a Valentina jungle.
If it's Jungle Valentina or Jungle Uranus,
I'm happy.
Either way.
Yeah, I'm happy.
Either way, we're going to Exoticville here. Population-wise.
Population-wise. And either way, it's going to be interesting to see how it plays out.
Architect, part of the the town, the village.
The blueprints.
Yeah, blueprints.
Yeah, the floor plans. Here we go, game number 1 in this best of 7.
Which is it?
Blacklist versus Echo. It is indeed a Jungle Valentina.
This is what we want to see, boys.
We're in business.
I mean,
welcome.
Mirko got a taste of this. You know, the Jungle Val, and now it is on hands of Wise. Really great stuff for Blacklist.
I've only seen this maybe once or twice. I haven't played it like 60 games like you, Midnight, but I can't wait to see how it plays out here.
I've seen it in my nightmares.
my games or other rank games?
We're not going to ask about win rates because we're about to find out here. It's all up to Blacks International. Carl Teasy very quickly picking up that purple. Contrary to popular belief, it's actually not a merit start. Wise had some leashing.
Yeah, and at the same time, I'm wondering how this all plays out, because initially when you see that Valentina, you think, okay, well, it's going to be parked in the mid lane, but already the early action coming out. Haji going to be the focus here. Carl Teasy doesn't have the level 4 just yet, so Haji able to survive.
Y'all see the headbutt? Y'all see the headbutt?
Yep. Still good poke though coming up from Echo. Now, Blacklist International, again, this is the power of the Valentina. You get more XP, and in turn, you can get more levels over the enemy jungle, which is why it would be put on always the better position in terms of retribution battle. So that is, that is worrying for Echo, because you have this Akai that wants to be able to take neutral objectives, but up against Blacklist, if Wise gets a level over Carl Teasy, then suddenly you find an awkward spot. You're in an awkward spot.
It's a 0.
Edward going to take part of the damage, but he is going to be just fine here. Everybody just poking back and forth. First turtle of the game, though, just spawning now.
They're still going. They're still going.
Okay, they got to juggle this one around. Edward's still quite low. Popped the consecration.
Haji doesn't have his look yet.
Haji doesn't have it. Oh my goodness as well. Haji still surviving here. Turtle about half health, still going to be worked on. There's the rough waves. Wise trying to get in there. And Carl Teasy gets the first turtle of the game. There you go. Oh my Venus able to line up the minimum blast. Can they get a kill off it though? They don't have enough firepower.
The beautiful zoning on Kadita, the Yaoi, the lover boy.
We don't have enough damage here for the side of Blacklist International, and the level advantage or XP advantage that has been put on Wise, they claim from Haji. Again, as you said earlier, Haji did not have his level 4 during that turtle fight, and that is why Echo was able to find an opening and an opportunity to take it away from Blacklist.
Tough situation to be in still, when you lack that key ultimate to help you convert those kills. But still, I mean, with it being a killless game 3 minutes in, this is the focus from both teams coming out here in the grand finals.
By the way it looks so far, Carl Teasy's playing the right way, the way he should. Make sure that he's close to Valentina's EXP, close to Wise. Because again, once a Valentina propels way beyond your level, the gap happens, and then next thing you know, you're past the 5-minute mark where in the jungle EXP helps. So that buffer, Wise should try to leverage that. Yep. They're keeping it close. I mean, 500 gold ahead, Echo, not too far off.
Actually, they're going to be happy here for Echo. Benacuti is farming freely on his bottom lane. Oheb, although level 5, it just needs to clear the wave. Can you be able to catch up against this Melissa? But again, Blacklist, they're not really in a hurry here because they know they have late game, they have team fight as well, and also they have decent front line on both Oh My Venus and Edward. So it's just a matter of looking for proper timings in the engagements. But Echo, again, the threat of this lineup is that they have amazing front line, they have amazing zone, and once again, the Farsa on the back line, which is something that Blacklist needs to address.
Yeah, it's like you have Farsa in the back line. Yawi's going to kind of be in the front line, even with Carl TZ looking to burst someone down. But still, when you're running the triple Purify for Blacklist International, I feel like it's going to be a little bit hard for Carl TZ to actually get the lockdowns he's looking for.
Shades of Omega. Omega did this earlier in the playoffs. Day one, it's as if there was a Diggy on your side. So I guess that's how they're going to try and beat the surefire CC that Echo is bringing into the table. Turtle fight already up. Edward, look at this.
Edward. Going to 2v1 here. Yawi waiting patiently.
Do they see him? Do they see him?
Goes in. Can they get? There's the heavy spin with the rear world manipulation. They do find Yawi. First blood over to Wise. And they're going to continue on. Numinal Blast charging up. Lands on 2. Edward trying to get Sanji down. It's only one more hit. It's Oh My Venus that takes out Sanji. And now Turtle for the taking for Blacklist International.
That was such a big brain play by Wise. Like baiting out the Kadita when he knew that there was a heavy spin and he was able to re-engage for Blacklist International. And this is the power of the lineup of Blacklist. They don't care about objectives at all. Even though they are the advantage, they just want to fight. This is the power of the Valentina.
This is the anti-Blacklist lineup being used by Blacklist. They figured out that we don't care about the objective. We're going to man fight, and we will convert immediately.
Yeah, because the answer is, you're up against Echo. They want to fight. Then let's fight.
Yeah, they reverse engineered their own weakness. Oh, Yawi just barely survives.
But something like that, like you guys mentioned, if you can get those ultimates out early from Echo, it gives you the next advantage if you find a pick. There's a lot of tools here from Blacklist International. Echo also has the same. It just comes down to those minor decisions like we usually see in these kind of caliber of games.
Yeah. So this is why they picked up the damage from Wise.
King of the Jungle stings.
Oh, Yawi, heavy spin once again.
Heavy spin should be just fine. This is exactly what I was just saying a minute ago. It's those minor decisions.
Yep.
What ultimates, what spells can you get out that lead into the next objective for them?
This is going to become another layer of problem for Echo. Venus though.
Yeah, Echo. They know My Venus is there. They do get the lockdown with a heavy spin. Can they grab the kill off of it? It's Carl TZ that falls. Plus Oh My Venus, the 1-for-1 trade. And we're going to have to take a...
Throughout that whole scramble, Oheb pushed bottom lane. Indeed, he did. You see this Midnight?
Yeah, again.
6 minutes in and they're tier 2.
All about the translation and the conversion of objectives here for Blacklist. Every kill that they take, every resources that they take away from Echo, every land that they control, it always leads up to these objectives that will just nullify, the farm and the recovery of Echo.
Not only that, too. I mean, Echo can also just allow Benny Cutie to come online in this Melissa, but as we've seen, if Melissa struggles throughout the game, it's very hard to get that point. Sanford, though, it's hard to get away from that as he falls. Turtle is up here. Now Carl TZ focusing on the Agent Zero, grabs him, Edward down, but they're returning everything back at Echo. Carl TZ goes to the safety of the turret. So far, the 1-for-1. Wise quite low, though. Will Echo follow up on this? Who wants to commit to the turtle? Carl TZ making his way down. Do they just give this one away? They've got to be careful. Quite a few members of Blacklist pretty low here. It resets for now.
Carl has no retribution. And Wise, I'm interested to see what he's building. Midnight, do you reckon there might be some tank items in this build?
Yeah, I don't think so. You play Valentina. Well, probably he has the component for the Curse Helmet, but I don't think you go full tank on the Valentina with Sanford. Look at the damage coming out from both Haji and Wise. I'm pretty sure there is a Genius Wand on Wise as well as the Enchanted Talisman. Other than that, he can go tank for all I care, as long as there is a Genius Wand on the Valentina.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did see Wise pick that just before the 7-minute mark, if I can remember. There you go. It's locked in there.
Nothing!
And I mean, that's the thing. With that and having Haji there, you have that magic resistance that already comes in. It lowers it, and it makes it very hard to get away.
Here's the rule about Valentina jungle, okay? The only tank item you get is Oracle.
That's it.
Just for added sustain. If you don't want to go Oracle and you want more damage, you go Concentrated Energy.
Is that a concentrated energy
I think
or
so.
is that a Durance?
I think that's a concentrated energy.
Oh, wow. That's how far ahead they are. Oh, but wait.
Oh, concealed play going to come in. Yawi does get the knock up. Numenal Blast. He can't escape from this one as he has to sit there and die. Benny Cutie goes in, though. Go Away comes out. Can't get the kill. It's Oh My Venus that takes out Benny Cutie, and Carl Teasy falls too.
Echo can't get nothing from that team fight.
Yep.
Nothing.
The spin was heavier on the side of Blacklist International. Wise with the heavy spin, pushing back the heroes of Echo, and we did see 3 heroes, spin on that fight. Ooh.
Oh no, Sanji in trouble here. He thought he had something, and it turned out to be nothing.
This is a clean Lord take. Echo is trapped behind their tier 2 turrets.
This is, just a hard fight for Echo to break. There's a lot of sustain on the side of Blacklist. Aside from the fact that Edward can stand on the front lines, you're not going to be able to take out Oh My Venus on the Lolita because of the Athena shield. And then also you have Wise. Wise will just sustain the damage that he put onto him, because guess what? He's 3 levels ahead over the highest level on the side of Echo.
Yep, so it's happened. There it is. The mechanic on Valentina. She has buried the rest of Echo in EXP value, so Wise can just walk in, maybe even Retribution something before Carl Teasy can see the line.
Look at the confidence, going straight for the Holy Crystal, not even finishing the concentrated energy. He was like, nah, I don't need it. I don't need regen. You got 3 levels more to climb. That's what, 4 or 5 minutes?
Yeah.
I can build concentrated energy by that time.
Basically, what Wise is saying is build Radiant Armor or Athena Shield right now or die.
Yeah.
And
get XP.
And get XP.
Try to get XP. If you don't, I'm still going to have concentrated energy as passive.
It's a tough situation because Echo is 7K behind, right? 11 minutes in, they are continuously losing space around the map. It's going to be even harder for them to fight against that next Lord of the game. And what we see them trying to do is find a pick-off. But again, who do you even pick off if you're Echo? You're having a difficult time even finding it.
Best case scenario is Haji.
Yeah, but yes, Purify.
If you can find Oheb for some miracle, from some miracle angle, but oh man, high ground defense. This is the best bet Echo has right now. Okay,
Lord knocking on this bottom turret. Numenal Blast not going to connect. So they should be able to make quick work of the Lord. Look at that though, Wise with the feathered airstrike. Pushing them back a little bit further here.
That feels bad, man, for Sanji.
You know what the salt in the wound is? His feathered airstrike hurts more.
It hurts more.
That is always going to be the case for a Valentina. Higher levels, more farm, and in turn, more damage.
Well, right now, they're Yawi trying to do something here, but they're going to lose that mid turret, and now he's going to be the focus. Can they grab the kill? Not just yet. Carl Teasy with a heavy spin. Oh My Venus quite low. Gets the lockdown on 2. They get Edward, but they get stunned back. It's Carl Teasy that falls. 1-for-1 trade, and Echo calls it off.
A successful defense under 12 minutes. It's so hard to be Echo right now. They're finding these trades, but they're coming in super duper expensive.
Yep. I don't think that's a trade worth for Echo. They're going to be feeling bad about it, but at this point, there's nothing that you can do. You take everything that you can take from Blacklist International and wait for the next mistake, probably around their own base as well, because I don't think they can fight into the Lord of Blacklist.
Man, this jungle Valentina picking up that Divine Glaive. How about them apples?
Yep. No longer Radiant Armors are effective against the Valentina as well as the Athena shields, because he's not going to care about these magic defense built up on the side of Echo.
How much magic damage do you want? Yes.
I think it's kind of funny how we were thinking concentrated energy, but it's Wise. It's just like, nope, we're going full send.
15, even if you get level 15, he still gets the passive.
Concealed play.
What are they finding?
They are going to find Carl Teasy here, but he's going to be fine. Now that next Lord coming up too, again, Midnight mentioned it, Echo, if they actually try to contest this, it could be very bad. It could possibly be even game-ending them if they get wiped out here.
And the thing about this placement of the Lord is that it's far away from the base of Echo. And the one thing that Blacklist is good at, aside from, fighting, is chasing heroes down.
Yeah.
And so far, Echo's not putting themselves in a situation where they could be chased down, but Oh, defensive feathered airstrike. Oh, Oheb.
Almost. Oheb getting quite low here. Carl Teasy finding Edward with the heavy spin. Rear world manipulation to answer. Yawi looking for anything he can find, and it's going to be nothing. Oh my Venus now on the run here. Benny Cutie trying to get the kill. He can't get that hit off. He has to go out on the run here. And now it's Sanford, Edward, and Haji both just pushing him back. It's Echo. This is definitely showing how far behind they are in the itemization.
These mechanics, bro. These mechanics by our Filipino players. Echo had a fantastic start on that skirmish, but again, as you've said, BLACKLIST had such a huge lead to the point where they can run away from that and chase Echo back.
That last sequence before that Lord take, very handily scored by BLACKLIST International, looked like a scene straight out of Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
Hidden Dragon.
Literally just throwing punches, kicks, sword swipes, nobody getting hurt, all leading towards a huge objective. Wow, and all of our jaws just left open in awe.
It's a kung fu battle between Echo and BLACKLIST, but again, Echo, it's hard at this moment, but you did see that there is a way for them to engage. If Oheb commits for the wrong target and he is in the wrong position, there might be a chance for Echo to bring this lead back, especially if Oheb does not have Purify, which he does now, because Yawi can do what he did yesterday and petrify the Claude. If you remove the Claude from the equation, suddenly the damage output of BLACKLIST becomes half.
Yeah, and right now they got a Lord to deal with here in their base. They're going to lose this topside turret. It's going to be completely exposed now. Does BLACKLIST International punch game one in? Can they do it? They find the heavy spin. Oh my Venus, Immortality going to be popped. Eventually going to go down here. They grab the kill. It's another trade though. Yawi to fall. It's Oheb working on the crystal. Can they end the game? Not just yet, Echo says. They're going to push them back the best they can, but Sanford gets trapped. Only 2 down here for BLACKLIST International. That's going to be the game one going in the hands of BLACKLIST.
And we're off to the races. Starting strong with a surprise that we were all begging to see. BLACKLIST delivers.
I'm gonna quote a dialogue from Thor. Another.
And boy oh boy, did that satisfy. I am quenched. I am far more than quenched. Valentina on the opening game of the best of 7. Come on, this is going to change the status quo already.
I mean, I don't like. I hope because we saw the Valentina jungle.